If you travel outside the United States, you'll notice something strange. In many countries, houses are made of concrete, or brick, or stone. But in America, most homes are built with wood, even in places with hurricanes, even in places with tornadoes. So why would one of the richest countries in the world build homes out of what seems like the weaker material? It looks fragile. It sounds unsafe. There's a reason. Actually, there are several. And they all connect to geography, economics, and speed. Abundant timber. The United States has vast forests, especially in the Pacific Northwest and parts of the South. For centuries, timber has been abundant and relatively cheap. When a country has easy access to a material, that material shapes its construction culture. Wood was available. Concrete was more expensive and slower to produce historically. So wood became standard. Speed of construction. Wood framing is fast. Very fast. A house frame can go up in days. Concrete and masonry construction takes longer, requires curing time, and often involves more labor. In a country with rapid suburban expansion, especially after World War II, speed mattered. Millions of homes needed to be built quickly. Wood made that possible. But what about safety? Doesn't concrete handle disasters better? Flexibility in disasters. Here's something surprising. Wood is flexible. In earthquakes, flexibility can be an advantage. Rigid materials like concrete can crack under stress. Wood can bend and absorb movement. That makes it surprisingly resilient in certain conditions. Cost. Wood-framed houses are generally cheaper to build. Labor costs are lower. Materials are lighter. Foundations can be simpler. In a housing market driven by affordability and scale, cost efficiency matters. America built its suburbs around that model. Insulation and climate. Wood is also a natural insulator. It performs well in colder climates. Combined with modern insulation materials, it helps regulate indoor temperature efficiently. Concrete transfers heat more easily. In many U.S. climates, wood works well. But here's the key. Wood construction isn't weaker by default. Modern American homes use engineered lumber, sheathing panels, metal fasteners, and strict building codes. They're not just wood huts, they're engineered systems. There's also tradition. Construction practices get passed down. Builders train within systems. Supply chains develop around certain materials. Once wood framing became dominant, the entire industry optimized around it. Changing that system would be massive. In countries where forests are scarce or labor is cheaper than materials, concrete becomes more practical. That's why Europe, parts of Asia, and Latin America often favor masonry. Different geography, different economics, different history, different houses. So American houses aren't built with wood because it's weaker. They're built with wood because it's faster, cheaper, flexible, and historically abundant. What looks fragile is actually optimized for the system around it.